Hey everyone, let's talk about something that's so easy to ignore until, well, it's too late. Our kidney health. We're going to break down 5 super simple, doctor-backed morning habits that can make a world of difference for you.
So let's just kick things off with this idea, because it's a big one. We all kind of think kidney problems are this big, dramatic thing that just happens one day. But the truth is, the real damage, it's quiet. It builds up over time, and it all starts with the tiny choices we make every single morning.
So, that's what we're here to do. Give you a clear, actionable game plan. We're going to walk through 5 habits that experts say can boost your GFR. That's just a fancy term for how well your kidneys are filtering. And you're definitely going to want to stick around because that 5th habit, it's the one that doctors say almost everyone overlooks.
All right, let's jump right into the first 3 habits. We're calling this section Prime Your System. Think of these as the foundational steps you take to get your body, and especially your kidneys, ready for the day.
Okay, first up, habit number 1. And it's all about hydrating the right way. This might sound almost too simple, but the details here are what really count. And you know what's wild? How specific this is. I mean, think about it. You've been asleep for hours, so of course your body is dehydrated. The fix is just 1 glass of plain water. And the doctors are really clear on this. No fancy stuff, no sugar, no lemon, no powders. Just straight up water to wake up your kidneys and get that blood flowing properly.
Okay, let's roll into the second habit, and this next one. Look, it might be a tough pill to swallow for all you coffee lovers out there.
We are talking about delaying your caffeine. And I get it. For so many of us, that coffee pot is literally the first stop of the day. But here's the deal. When you pour coffee into a body that's already dehydrated, you actually make things worse. It puts this immediate stress on your kidneys' tiny filters. It's like asking your kidneys to run a marathon before they've even had a chance to stretch.
So, the golden rule here is super simple. Drink that glass of water first. Then just wait. Give it about 45 to 60 minutes before you have that first coffee. That little pause is everything, because it gives your body the time it needs to actually rehydrate.
Okay, that brings us to number 3, the last piece of the priming your system puzzle.
And this one is all about light movement. And listen, we're not talking about hitting the gym for an hour-long sweat session here. Not at all.
This is all about connecting your muscles to your organs. Even just a quick walk around the block or a few minutes of simple stretching is enough to get your circulation going. And why does that matter? See, your kidneys are just packed with tiny blood vessels, and they absolutely depend on good, solid blood flow to do their main job, which is filtering out all the junk.
Okay, so we've primed the system. The foundation is set. Now let's talk about habits 4 and 5. Defend your filters. These next 2 are all about actively protecting your kidneys from direct damage.
So, habit number 4. This one happens right at the breakfast table.
It's as simple as choosing a low-sodium breakfast. And this is so important because, honestly, salt is probably the #1 thing you can actually control when it comes to your long-term kidney health.
This slide really says it all. You've got 2 choices. A high-salt breakfast, like bacon or sausage. It jacks up your blood pressure. And think about what that does. It's like turning up the pressure on a fire hose aimed at a delicate window screen. Over time, that force just shreds those tiny filters. A low-salt meal, on the other hand, keeps the pressure nice and gentle, protecting them from all that strain.
And look, this doesn't have to be complicated. We're talking about simple stuff like eggs, a bowl of oatmeal, some fresh fruit, basically whole foods where you're the one in charge of the salt shaker. It's a fantastic way to start the day.
All right, so we've talked about water, coffee, moving around, and what you eat. But now we're at the big one, the final habit, the one that for some reason gets ignored the most.
Habit number 5. And honestly, this is the one that really pulls everything else together.
And it is checking your blood pressure. Simple, right? But it's not about diet or exercise. It's about just knowing your numbers.
I really want you to let this next part sink in. High blood pressure is the biggest enemy of GFR. It's not just a problem, it is the enemy of your kidney function. Remember that fire hose analogy? That's what high blood pressure does all day, every day. And the scariest part? High blood pressure is the silent killer for a reason. You don't feel it happening. So checking it is the only way to really know what's going on. It's the report card that tells you if all your other good habits are actually working.
Okay, so let's wrap all this up into a nice, neat package. This is your morning playbook, your strategy for healthy kidneys for life.
So here it is, your 5-step plan. You wake up, you drink some plain water. You wait about an hour for that coffee. You do some light stretching or take a short walk. You eat a breakfast that's low in salt, and every so often, you check your blood pressure. See? Each step on its own is tiny, but when you put them all together, they become this powerful wall of protection.
And really, that's the whole point, isn't it? Taking care of your kidneys isn't about some grand one-time fix. It's about the small, smart, consistent things you do every single morning. That's what keeps them safe for the long haul.
So I'm going to leave you with this one thought. Your health isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you build, one morning at a time. We've just laid out the blueprint. So the real question is, what are you going to build tomorrow?